Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Happy Monday. I hope it's off to a great start so far. I had to re record this from the morning because my kids were just too disruptive, and now I get a quiet moment to myself with a glass of rose. I should have waited. But here we are. Summer with kids. I'm sure some of you will understand. So, we're going to be talking about this new membership that I just launched last week, and I'm so excited about it. Almost just spilled this all over me. And I am excited to share it with you. I'm guessing that it's pretty much a new concept for most of you. I only know of one other local photographer that offers it. Maybe there's more. I personally think more should do it. It's lovely, and I wish I would have done it sooner, to be honest. It's a really wonderful way to reward your most loyal clients and make their lives a little easier at the same time. So I'm going to explain exactly how this works and how the membership actually makes your life easier and makes booking sessions easier. All right, what it does is it puts your family sessions on autopilot. No need to remember that you need to book every year. No need to worry if you have enough funds in a bulk amount. No need to scramble last minute and go through all of the emailing from photographer to photographer to try to find one who's available in the middle of busy season. This is very common that I've heard among a lot of photographers, and that we've seen is clients booking last minute. And I get it. Summer is busy. You get into the craziness of back to school if you have kids in school, and before you know it, you realize you should probably update your photos because your kids are going too fast. All right, so being in the membership means that you are guaranteed a family session with me every year by becoming a member. And that's amazing because you don't have to think about it. You don't have to scramble to find a photographer. You just know that you're guaranteed a spot every year as long as you continue to enroll, and members have priority. So you will always get a date. There's flexibility around your sessions. If you don't use a session in a year, you can roll it over 1 year if you continue on in the membership. So that's a perk as well. That I do not offer anybody outside of the membership. Secondly, payments are going to be set on auto pay, and they're going to be in a manageable amount each month so that if life happens, which it does, and anything unexpected comes up, big or small, those payments are already going to be integrated right into your budget. So it's going to feel like less of a burden. You can still have those photos that are so important, and you can still, afford your other life expenses. Lastly, is that everything that you need to prepare for and welcome when it comes to your family session is going to all be in one place called the Member Hub. And in that, you will find links, you will find passwords, important dates that you need to remember, inspiration, you'll find session planning, and more. You can bookmark the page to find it easily. I'll give you a look into that hub here in just a minute so you can visually see it. But first I would like to go over the different tier options because, we're human and we like options, right? So each tier is going to, first of all, each automatically include a full session. One thing that I heard a lot and noticed last year is that decision fatigue is real, and that having to choose your favorites felt like an impossible task. So I'm making it easier by giving members only the huge perk of your full gallery every single time in all of the tiers. So tier 1, 2, and 3 all are going to include this full gallery. And along with that, in all the tiers as well, you're going to get a $200 product credit from the professional labs that I have selected and that I love. And you'll have access to that right inside your gallery. It's really easy. Since most of you have worked with me, I'm pretty sure you've seen the store option as well. Honestly, the prints alone are stunning, especially with that matte finish on top. There's just nothing like it anywhere else. And I've printed from a lot of different labs, local, Artifact Uprising, Walgreens, which of course is the worst place to go. And there's just nothing like it. I mean, the professional labs are top notch, and you want them on these sessions that you're investing a lot of money in. So trust me on this one. So you get $200 that you can use towards products in the store. Tiers 2 and 3, let's get into those two. So tier 2, you're gonna have everything that's in tier 1 that I just explained, and then you're gonna also have a mini session as well. I know what you're thinking. If you've ever heard me talk about my thoughts on mini sessions, you're probably wondering, why are you adding this in? And I get it. You know what? Business is an experiment, and you learn along the way, and sometimes your views are going to change. I still prefer full sessions, hands down. I think they're the best. However, the mini sessions, you're going to get one. It's going to look a little bit different than if, say, I were to put together a mini session outside of this membership, right? Because I'm going to be selecting a date, a specific location, and then typically there's back-to-back sessions. So there's a little bit more pressure and less time and less wiggle room to be flexible. So when you get this mini session within the membership in tier 2 and also tier 3, you get to choose your location, you get to choose your date, you get to choose what you want to focus on during that mini session. And you know what? There's less pressure. And if you know anything about me, you know how laid back and easygoing I am, and I'm very generous with my time. And if I feel like we need more time, or I'm just really in this really great creative flow, I'm gonna keep going. So when there's no other people behind you, you're gonna benefit from it. So that's a perk here. Let's talk about tier 3. Tier 3 is going to have all of that. It's going to have the full session, the mini session, the $200 print credit, and then on top of it is just a little bit extra bonus. Think of it as more product credit, but it's more specific. So you're going to get a USB drive, which will keep all of your images safe on your own computer. It's going to hold all those images from your photos that year. And then you'll also get a linen box with up to 80 prints from your session, which would be perfect for that mini session specifically. And then you could use that $200 print credit that you also get for your full session. So it's double the bonus there. I do want to add about the mini sessions. I want to give you some ideas on how you could use that. You could use them for, say, a maternity session. Those are pretty easy to capture a belly, even if you have kids as well. Just some quick shots of you carrying life. You could do it for grandparents. Get some multi-generational shots. I've seen some really cool ones out there, and I've done a few sessions myself, and they're just so meaningful and special, and I think everybody should have them. I have a client actually who is building out an art studio attached to her home, and I thought of this actually because this would be perfect for the mini session. A mini branding session of inside of the art studio and of her in it and the materials that she could use for her business, or even just headshots would be an option too if you're somebody that owns a business or you need new headshots for work. you could use your mini session for this as well. Bonus. Right now, Tier 2, let me tell you, has been the most popular. A client that booked, or that enrolled in Tier 2, I should say, she is going to use her mini session this fall, and then she's going to use her full session in the springtime, right before her membership ends. And she mentioned wanting to be on that schedule each year. So in the wintertime, when my spring and summer calendar open for next year, she'll be able to get on that and schedule her spring session. So just to give you an idea of how somebody else is planning on using it, that can be helpful sometimes. All right, let's look at the member hub so you can see what's inside. I'm excited. So here it is. You can see my screen that I'm recording right now. So everything that you're going to need for session planning is right here. You can explore session locations, so you don't have to wait for any emails or anything. I will still send out emails to remind you that it's there, especially if your session is coming up and we haven't talked about session location or anything. I still will take care of all that, but it's here in this member hub. I recommend bookmarking this page so that you can access it really easily and come back to it whenever you need to. But yeah, so right here you have my session location list, which I have loved putting together and seeing all the work in all these beautiful locations. I'm hoping to add some new locations this year. I need to go scout out a few more places, but here's the password right here. No digging through your emails trying to figure out what that password is again to access that. It is all on this page. Hooray! We got session prep guide here and wardrobe inspiration, so how you can best prepare for your session and what to avoid with your wardrobes and what you can gravitate towards, just some ideas, a Pinterest board. All of it is here following this link. Also got your tier information just in case you forget what tier you chose. Well, actually not that part, but if you forget what's included in the tier that you chose, you can look here and you can see what's all included in each one and remind yourself what you're paying each month and how long you're committing to. A little note on that 12-month commitment. I'm not going to auto renew. You're not just auto on this for life and have to, and then you accidentally forget about it and you're still paying me. You're at the end of the 12 months, at the end of your 12th month, payments stop. But a month in advance, I will be reaching out to all members to invite you back in if you want to continue on for the year. So that will all be taken care of. Here's the membership schedule for you if you want to stay up to date with the important dates here. So for example, when the calendar, spring, summer calendar opens up, this is for this year. I do hope in the future to open it up in March, in the winter, I think is what I was trying to say. In winter, to give you a little bit more time, obviously, to prepare for the spring and summer seasons. And then the fall and the winter calendar will open August 1st, and that will stay pretty consistent next year. I will open it around the same time as well. And then the membership renewal date, May, is when I reach out to you. But just in case you're curious when I'm going to reach out, it's all in here. You can also add these dates to your Google Calendar so that it's right in your personal calendar for you. Just trying to make this as easy as possible, and I'm always refining this too whenever I hear that a client is struggling with something, or when I come up with something, I think this would just work better this way. I try to find a way to improve it and to fix it, make it easier on you, especially because we are all moms and we carry a lot. I feel ya on that mental load, especially as somebody who's neurodivergent. It's hard. So this is have you in mind here. Mini session information. If you have enrolled or you want to enroll in tiers 2 or 3, you can come in here and you can book your mini session. It's really easy. Basically, I'm going to take you here, just like a contact form. So you'll give me your name. You'll let me know which month you're hoping to do your mini session on, which day of the week, and which time. And then give me a little bit of a vision of what you're thinking, since, you know, the possibilities are endless here, just so I can be a little bit prepared. And then I will contact you with a custom private calendar that you can book your mini session on. Really easy. Let's go back. Event ideas. You're probably thinking, wondering what is this? But if you know me at all, I'm somebody who loves to connect people within the community. I actually, a couple of years ago, maybe like 3 years ago now, started a local community for photographers in the Twin Cities to connect in person, face to face, off of the screens. A lot of us follow each other. A lot of us are connected online, and we're able to follow the work that we're creating. But there are not a lot of opportunities to connect beyond that. So I started it. We have events where we unplug and we just get together with other like-minded individuals. There are times where we talk business, and there's times when we create together just to feel inspired. So I kind of wanted to take little pieces of that into my membership. Maybe not in the capacity as I am in the photography group. Maybe event here and then. However, a couple of my ideas right now, and I'm open, by the way, to any ideas that you may have, anything that you think you would be interested in attending. I'm all ears, so send your ideas my way. But just a couple of my ideas are an ice cream social playdate, a virtual postpartum reset workshop for those new moms out there that just need a little bit extra support. I'm connected to a postpartum doula who I'm sure would love to host something like this, and just anything else, a splash pad morning hang, or at the end of the year a barbecue with all of the members from that year as a thank you. I would just love to add in that little piece of in-person connection. You just never know who you can meet and become friends with, honestly. And lastly, before I close everything out here, about once a month, I do plan to share my wardrobe finds. I've already kind of been doing this on Instagram, and I've gotten positive feedback about it. People like seeing these wardrobe options, but usually it's completely random finds. But I thought it would be cool every month to just put it all together in one place for you with clickable links on here, and then I would refresh it the next month with new finds. All season appropriate based on the month that we're in. I'd say August would probably, I'd lean more into the fall season, since that would be about a month out from some of those fall sessions. But yeah, just some really stunning pieces that I've come across that I think would photograph really well. White is always classic. You just can't go wrong with that. Of course, you could go black here, and you could go pink, vibrant. I do also love color. Yeah, so here you can go through, even if you just shop in personally for yourself. I've got a couple of kit options in here. If you want me to post some ideas for a partner, let me know, and I can definitely add in some of those things. So if there's something missing in this, or anything that you can think of at the top of my head that will be helpful for you to have in this member hub, reach out to me, send me an email, and I would be happy to add it. To be honest, this is something that is evolving, and that I'm experimenting with. I know at the end of the year, I'm probably going to adjust a lot based on how everything went. So yeah, thank you so much. I haven't drank any of this. Just a quick note before I let you go here on enrollment. Enrollment opened last Thursday and it's going to close this Thursday. So not that many more days left to make a decision. If you are still on the fence and you do have more questions for me, you can ask them. You can reply here to this email. You can send me a text message. I will have my phone number in the email, or I'm happy to set up a phone call with you and hop on the phone if you want to talk through it. Totally happy to do that. I will say, once enrollment closes, I'm going to be opening it up again briefly just in November for any new clients that I've had from this year, from spring through fall, that I feel would be a good fit for the membership. And so if you do not enroll now, you'll have one last opportunity in November to do that before it closes until next year. But just remember that spots are limited. Once it is full, and the only time I will open it up again is if a member leaves and there's an open spot. So if you're wanting to get on it as soon as possible, to just take advantage of those big savings. I hope you have a wonderful week and that you enjoy some of these lovely warmer summer days that we've been having. So I hope we can connect and talk soon, and I hope to see you join this membership and to create art for you this summer, fall, or winter even. Bye. I love you guys.